Hi, I'm Lauren, and this is my video response for my multimedia final project. So for my final project, I chose to do my project on Paradise Lost because I really liked the relation that Milton made with the Old Testament. It was just a different story that I heard growing up, just more details, and I just liked hearing kind of Satan's side of the story and just different details that go along with it. So my topic was human nature and your conscience and what you perceive as right from wrong and your morality. So human nature is what's inside all of us, and it's what makes us who we are. And researchers have been asking the same question: are we born with human nature, or are we raised with? Are you taught human nature? And personally, I think that we are all born with human nature, the instinct of survival and everything. But then some things I think that you are taught just because people have different morals and beliefs and ideas. Just they're different, and just depends on your environment and who you're raised by. So for my project, I chose 3 different movies to just relate it back to human nature and to Paradise Lost, of just how morality ties in with it, right from wrong, and decision and internal conflict. So I chose Star Wars for my first movie, and the theme is kind of moral responsibility. So you're making the right decisions for someone. So should the power be in control of someone who is more on control and order. So Darth Vader is more off of order and control, and he protects the people that he loves. So he just kind of rules that way. And then Yoda, on the other hand, represents the complete opposite. He's more of restraint and perspective, and he kind of focuses on the small details, I guess, and just like the little things. So because of the Force, there's always going to be the people that can hold back and restrain themselves, and then there's the people that can't. So for my second movie, I chose Schindler's List, which is about Oskar Schindler and the true story of Oskar Schindler and how he saved more than 1,000 Polish Jewish refugees from the Holocaust. We look back at the Holocaust and we think of all the heinous crimes and the innocent people that were killed. And you wonder, how could another human do that to another human? If someone's willing to kill based off their looks, then what else are we supposed to believe in? So this movie offered empathy. So Schindler offered empathy towards others, and other people offered that too. So empathy is a characteristic of human nature, and researchers also struggle with the question, is empathy taught to us? So clearly some of the people in the Holocaust, the Nazis, didn't have empathy because they were killing. They just didn't think it was morally wrong because they thought that they deserved it. But personally, I think it has to do with the environment. But some people struggle tremendously with empathy and how to sympathize with someone. So for my third movie, I chose Up because Carl is kind of an old, lonely, grumpy man because his wife just passed away. And then he meets Russell, who's this little kid who's really energetic and adventurous. And they end up going on an adventure together, and it kind of forces Carl to remember about how he wanted to be so adventurous when he was younger, just like Russell. So it's kind of an inner conflict with Carl being this old grumpy man that he is, and kind of versus the child that he used to be, how he wants to be adventurous still. So it's kind of, what do you choose? You have to look into your personality and your morality and take a step back and kind of look at yourself and reevaluate the situation. So for how this all relates to Paradise Lost is because Paradise Lost is an epic poem just because humans are flawed, and because of Adam and Eve, we are flawed because God made us that way, according to Paradise Lost. But humans are now, we make mistakes and God forgives us. So even Satan has traits of humanity. He just fought with what he wanted to believe in, and he kept fighting. He didn't give up. So even though his morals were kind of off, it still exemplified human like characteristics and human nature of just fighting for what you believe in, without kind of knowing the bad and the evil and how it feels. Like, how are you supposed to experience the good? Like, how are you supposed to know what that feels like? So that's all I have for my video of kind of my project.